Welcome to the Dork Forest. Jackie and her pals will never bore us. Shameless confessions
about our obsession
will make us laugh and smile. So let's explore the Dork Forest and dork out for a while.
Hello and welcome to the Dork Forest. I'm Jackie Cation. I am your host of the Dork Forest. You probably know the websites, JackieCation.com, DorkForest.com, TheDorkForest.com. We're all over iTunes and whoever has downloaded it and repurposed it for whatever your needs. That's right. So feel free to review the show on iTunes. Feel free to email me, Jackie@JackieCation.com, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. Anyway, let's do the credits. Mike Rickberg composed and sang that song you just heard. He sang it with his wife, Sarah. He'll sing again his words to the Mexican hat dance at the end of the program. Patrick Brady is going to fix this audio, and Vilmos does my website. Okay. There are many ways to support the show. Let's talk about them. The easiest way is just to tell other people about the show and follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat at Jackie Cation and tell people, word of mouth. Another way to support the show financially, doesn't cost you anything, is the Amazon banner. On JackieCation.com, there's an Amazon banner under support the show. And on DorkForest.com, there's just an Amazon link that takes you to Amazon. And both take you to Amazon. You order like normal, and the show gets a little bit of a kickback. Doesn't cost you extra. It's just a way, if you order from Amazon, to help the show. More direct way of helping the show, you can give money to the show via PayPal. There's a PayPal button under the Support the Show page on JackieCation.com, and there's a PayPal button on DorkForest.com. You can donate directly. If you want to give monthly, I haven't made that easy. I don't have a monthly setup. I know that it's easy. I just don't have any time to do it. So you have to remember every month that you like the show and then give me money. So I'll use it wisely on audio cables and chocolate, whatever. Another way to support the show, if you don't like PayPal, is people have been Venmoing me money. I'll take it. That seems lovely. Jackie@JackieCation.com. It's just under Jackie Cation. So whatever. If you have listened to all 600 and whatever episodes of the Dork Forest and would like more Dork Forest, there are premium episodes, probably a dozen of them. And they are, in the last couple of years, if I do a live episode, it usually costs me some money. So I have been putting them up on Bandcamp, and they cost money. They cost $2 a pop. But if you go to the dorkforest.bandcamp.com, you can see those different shows. They're usually live episodes around the world. And there is also four stories on a sort of a handmade storytelling album that I made over there too. And those are just $1 each. So if you want to go to Bandcamp, you can do that as well. You can order merch on JackieCation.com. There are shirts and CDs and a DVD of my stand-up. There's the stand-up CDs, Circus People, It's Never Gonna Be Bread, This Will Make an Excellent Horcrux, and my brand new album, I Am Not the Hero of This Story. And they're all available as CDs on JackieCation.com. They're all available digitally on Amazon and iTunes, and you can just listen to them on Pandora and Spotify and whatever. So, but if you like hard copies, let me know if you want them signed or not. There's also a DVD of the Horcrux album, which is video. That's what a DVD is. And you can download that at comedyfilmnerds.com if you just like a download. Okay, there are shirts. There's my stand-up shirt, Spooky Reading Girl. There's also 2 Dork Forest t-shirts. So there's the Ranger of the Dork Forest t-shirt, and there is a Dork Forest logo shirt. And all the shirts are made in the United States, union made, so they run a little big because they're made by Americans. Other than that, my stand-up is available on the website, on JackieCation.com. You can watch my Conan sets. You can watch a bunch of different stand-up sets. You can, and then you can see what my schedule's like. Enough of this. Let's get into the show. It's a really good one. Hey, it's Jackie Cation. I'm in my living room. It's a Dork Forest episode with Kevin Kleinhans. Welcome to the program.
Hi.
All right. So you saw me twice last week in Nerd Melt. Is that the whole thing?
Yeah.
And then you just emailed me, Jackie@JackieCation.com, and you're like, I am a dork about pinball. And I said, I've always
More specifically,
yes,
on Lord of the Rings, the Road to Valinor strategy.
Oh, that very pinball machine?
Yes.
Okay.
First of all, you're the geek. You tell me, why is it the Road of Valinor when they're sailing there?
Right. It's right. Valinor is it's in the Western S, so they would sail. So it wouldn't be a road. It would be a pathway of some sort, but you would have to sail.
And why would elves have maritime skills? These guys can't rig a mast.
Well, they could be taught.
They can't even tie a fucking granny knot. How are they going to be sailors?
Mm-hmm. So, but you like the game, though?
Yes.
Okay, so that the game, you're willing to suspend your disbelief.
Yeah.
It turns out.
But yeah, here's the thing: is the Road to Valinor strategy is one of the hardest wizard modes, and yes, it's called that. If you don't like it, blame Tommy. The who wrote it.
Oh, right. Yeah, because so here's what, I haven't played pinball. Like, I like video games, and my brother Phil is really into pinball right now, but I haven't played a lot of pinball. But we're kind of in a golden age of pinball games, right?
Actually, we are, because not only is there a resurgence with pinball, there are actually more manufacturers. It's not, for the longest time, basically, the movie, there's a couple movies I want to mention, one of which is called Tilt. The battle to save pinball, and it's about this Williams
documentary.
Yes.
Okay.
Williams came out and with this thing called Pinball 2000. It was basically modular, so basically you could change the play fields. So you could and then put in different softwares.
Okay.
So you could literally, instead of changing pinball machines, just change the modulars.
Okay.
You change the playfield, change the software, change the black glass, all of a sudden, brand new pinball machine.
Right.
But they put all their eggs into one basket, and that basket was Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Oh, shit.
And nobody bought the game because the game was shit.
Because the movie was shit.
Because the movie was shit. And they put so much money in the fucking licensing to buy this goddamn thing. That basically they're like, no, we're just going to stick to slots. Fuck this.
Okay.
It's not, we're not going to throw good money after bad.
Fair enough.
So all that time, that was like 1999. All that time, the only place still making pinballs was Stern in Chicago.
Okay. And Stern's out of Chicago?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. In fact, all of the coin drop games have always come out of Chicago.
Oh, wow.
And so, first of all, history of pinball.
Yeah.
It comes from a game called Bagatelle, which was
How do you spell Bagatelle?
I'm not French. I don't know.
Okay, but it's
anyways.
French. Okay.
It's in the history of pinball in the link that I sent you. Mm-hmm. But anyways, if you've ever seen Price is Right Plinko or a pachinko machine, it was very much that model. And it was on a slanted, about a 20-degree slant, and you launch the ball with the plunger, and it goes pling, 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 until it finds a hole or it drains all the way to the bottom.
Right.
And then they came out with, and that was up until the 30s. The 30s, they came out with mechanical machines with flippers. Humpty Dumpty being the first one to have flippers, and it had 6 flippers. Okay. And now the standard 2 is about 2, and they're usually about a 45-degree angle at the bottom. So let me tell you, give you a glossary of the terms of the playfield. The playfield is what's the board, the board that you're playing on.
Machine.
Yes. Yeah. And there's two. And then the back box. The back box hosts the back glass, which is the artwork, as well as a display for your score. Okay. And then the cabinet is the lower half, which contains the playfield. Now, on the playfield are in and out lanes. In lanes, keep the ball inside the lane to the flippers. Mm-hmm. Out lanes, drain the ball, and you lose your ball. To drain the ball is to lose it.
Wait, you're talking about the 4 lanes, the 2 and 2 on either side near where the buttons are?
Yes.
Okay.
As well as lighted lanes, usually at the top.
Yeah.
In Lord of the Rings, the lighted lanes spell ORC, and if you go through the flippers, you can have them go from lit to unlit.
Oh, that's right. You can change the light.
Yeah, and that gives you the bonus for the multipliers. So then there's the flippers. Above the flippers, at a 60-degree angle, is the slingshots. Okay. Those are the 60-degree thumper bumpers. And for the sake of brevity, we're gonna say slingshots and bumpers. There's all kinds of different bumpers. Yeah. And some of it is trademarked, this, that, and the other. Sometimes they're pop bumpers. Sometimes they're jet bumpers. Yeah.
Wait, they've traded. Then the bumper has.
Yeah, I think Williams had the trademark for jet bumpers.
Okay.
For Twilight Zone.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think of what else. So, well, first, okay, so let's go by. To get to the Fellowship of the Ring, you got to collect all 9 members of the Fellowship.
Okay.
The way you do that is you. So these are the display lights from left to right.
Yep.
Left loop is, and for the sake of brevity, I'm just going to say loops. Orbits are also.
What are loops versus orbits?
They're the same thing.
Okay.
But basically, it's the lane that's all the way to the outside.
Yeah.
In one of the.
Oh, like one of the ramps?
One of the. No, not the ramps.
Okay.
It's an alley.
Yep.
And basically, for example, if you go to the left alley, it'll usually hit Valinor. But basically, if it was a normal game,
Yeah.
it would go down to Mary, and it's what would be called a loop pass.
Okay. Oh, we'll go all the way around.
All the way
playing
around,
field
yeah.
And come back down.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking with loop and orbit.
Yeah.
That's the same word.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, I'm gonna describe these things. And I'll if you're, it's kind of hard.
Without images.
First of all,
Yeah.
How do you even say the names of the towers?
Oh, how do I say the
Or think?
or thank? Yeah. Oh.
Or
you didn't-
Valinor?
and Valinor.
Valinor?
Oh, Valinor, DUR, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Valinor. But here's the thing. We did an episode of The Dork Forest with my brother Phil, who can't pronounce, and he's listening to this because he freaking loves pinball, but he took too much LSD and can't pronounce shit. So we did Lord of the Rings and the Silmarillion, and he couldn't pronounce Galadriel. Well, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So this is called Road to Valinor.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Pippin is the left loop. Mary's the right loop.
Oh, okay.
Samwise is the VUK. VUK stands for vertical upkick, of which there are 3. Samwise is the left vertical upkick.
Okay.
The Orthanc is the rear vertical upkick.
Okay.
And then, Gimli. Gimli is the right vertical upkick.
Okay.
But okay, so
Are upkicks the flippers that are tiny that are up high?
Nope.
Oh.
They're basically a ball lands and it kicks a loop.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
It
Pippin
jumps it.
and Merry are the loops.
Right.
Samwise Gamgee is the Hobbiton or the Shire or whatever. That's the left VUK,
Okay.
which contains the mystery.
Oh.
From 3 rings. I'll explain the rings later.
Okay.
Okay.
Aragorn?
So Samway is the VUK, left VUK. Aragorn is the right ramp, and also the lock for the 2 towers multi-ball.
Okay.
Frodo is the center ramp spinner. Gandalf is the center loop. Legolas is the left ramp. Gimli is the right vertical upkick. And Boromir is collected when you get 25 shots on the bumpers.
25 shots on the bumpers lights up Boromir?
Yes.
Okay.
So you got to collect all 9 of, and basically when you first turn on the game, they're both you're pulsing on and off. They're glowing.
Okay.
That means they have not yet been collected. When they are solid,
Yep.
it means they have been collected.
All 9.
All 9.
All 9 of the walkers.
And
okay.
then what happens to once you collect all the 9, you gotta go through Moria, which is the Pippin left loop, which hits Valinor
Okay.
and starts the Fellowship of the Ring multi-ball.
Oh.
To get the 2 towers multi-ball, you gotta spell keep a certain number of times. It depends on the software.
Okay.
Keep is the outer lane, first outer lane, the left outer lane. The E is the left inner lane. The other E is the right in lane, and the P is the and by selecting the flippers, you
can light 'em up.
Yeah, selected or unselected.
But the outer lanes, you drain the ball, right?
Correct. But that's why you just
You
for
quit-
example,
you pay for it, essentially.
one of the skill shots is to middle plunge to the Orthanc tower,
Okay.
which brings you to the Paths of the Dead. So basically, and which is the upper play field where
Yep.
you can collect anywhere between 100 to 500 souls.
Okay.
And then when that drains, it drains into the Samwise vertical up kick.
Right.
And then, so obviously you would want something that was unlit for that E.
Right. Right. You wouldn't need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you have to
once,
get both those E's by specifically, right? You can't. E doesn't count for
no,
eight.
no. You can flip to
Any E is good.
Yeah.
In keep.
No.
Oh.
What you do is anytime you know a ball is going down a certain lane.
Yeah.
You know, make sure that it's unselected so that it'll be lit.
Right.
To be selected.
Right. So then you collect that right letter. But let's say you have the K, an E, and a P, and it doesn't go down that left E, but it's going to go down the right E. Can you use that? Can you flip to make an E and use that E to spell the word keep? Will it also spell?
Well, you got to make sure that lane is unselected.
Yeah.
That lane is unlit.
Okay.
And you do that by you make sure it is lit or unlit by selecting the flippers.
Right, because it'll scroll through the different lights.
All right, so that's
I remember when that first
and
happened.
that's relatively the easiest multi-ball to get. Return of the King is a pain is a real bitch. You gotta collect 5,000 souls of the dead.
Oh God. And you only collect them like either in 100 or you can collect up to 500 or
5,000.
Oh, 5,000, but you need 5,000.
You need 5,000. Yeah,
That's a long game.
And okay, so those are the three main multi-balls. One for each book.
Right. Okay.
There's 6 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 total.
Okay.
Okay. So Gollum is when you collect the 9 rings of men.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the rings.
Okay.
Okay, the 9 rings of men collects Gollum multi-ball. The interesting thing about Gollum is when it's Gollum,
Yeah.
the points are worth half.
Yeah.
When it's Schmeagol,
Yes.
the points are doubled.
Nice.
And this is something
Yes.
this is something I didn't know until I read the rule sheets.
Okay.
Is first of all, it's one of the,
Is there like a walkthrough or something?
yeah.
Okay.
A rule sheet is basically a strategy guide.
Okay.
Nowadays, Papa usually has Bo and Kerwins do a instructional video on YouTube.
Okay. So there's usually wait, who'll do it? Is there
Bo and Kerwins is former champion of Papa. Okay.
what's Papa?
First of all, there's 2 different governing bodies in pinball.
Okay.
And I think the reason being is because Papa is just the United States, while IFPA is international,
Okay.
and they serve different purposes. Papa runs the tournaments around the United States.
Okay. They sponsor them and they
Basically, they sponsor them and they set up the machines. And,
Okay.
And so they're kind of the governing body for around the United States. IFPA they're the ones that do the rankings
Okay.
of people, players in tournaments, and
that's global.
Yeah, and what?
It's global. It's all
Global.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like your name. It's your name and a little picture of the flag of your nation of origin.
Nice.
And they usually post the top 25 in the world on their website.
On the websites. Okay. So IFPA.
Is International Flipper Pinball Association.
Nice. And what does Papa stand for?
Professional and Amateur Pinball Association.
Sounds right. All right.
And
So
Papa is definitely the place you want to go if you want to learn. They have a learning center on their page. It'll tell you like different techniques.
it'll give you hints and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
As well as rule sheets, which is players' guides.
Okay.
And instructional how-to videos like various flipper skills and stuff like that.
Right.
Like it's only recently that I learned how to do a post transfer.
What's a post transfer?
Post transfer is when you cradle the ball and you hit you deliberately backhand the ball into the post of the slingshot to hop it over to the other flipper.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's a ricochet kind of move.
Yes.
To get it to the other flipper.
To the desired flipper.
Okay.
Because a lot of so those are the 3 main multi-balls. Gollum Spiegel. There's a ring multi-ball that you get as a gift from the elves.
Okay.
And then
How do you? That's awesome.
and then
Because there's three.
and
rings.
this is the wizard mode Road to Valinor multi-ball.
Oh,
And that's killing everything on the play field. It's getting you gotta, okay, first of all,
to get the wizard multi-ball.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you need to get it? You got to get
You
everything.
have to, okay, all 3 books,
Yeah.
you have to master them to get the gift of the elves.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. We're going to get the bends. We're going deep.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. So,
We're gonna get the
Orc
bends, you
lanes.
guys. That's the greatest line in the world. Okay.
okay. So the skill shots, I've never really used them, but basically there's 3 different lights in the plunger lane.
Okay.
If you choose lane, the plunge the ball slowly into orc lane awards 5 times bonus multiplier. Tower is the skill shot into Orthanc. And then the flipper is, it goes all the way around and you gotta shoot the right, Mary loop.
Okay.
So 3 rings for the Elven Kings under the sky, 7 for the Dwarf Lords in their halls of stone, 9 for mortal men doomed to die.
Right.
All right.
So how do you collect?
So 3. Okay. Now the rings. The 3 elf. If you collect the 3 elf rings,
Yep.
and you're gonna know. Okay. First of all, this is true of pretty much every. There's 2 different types of pinball machines.
Right.
The older ones are called EMs or electrical mechanicals. Everything from 1978 on are solid state, and because they have electronics in them, they're not purely mechanical.
Okay. So the
And
earlier
in fact,
ones are.
the pinball machines that are being played now, that are being created now,
Yeah.
come with software. They've basically got computers in them that gotta get upgraded software,
Oh, okay. So
as
they're
well
almost-
as you can buy
entirely
retro kits to get most of the machines that are coming out are what are called DMD, which is dot matrix display, which are monochromatic,
Okay.
and you can get color mods.
Do you remember the ones that were they weren't mechanical at all? I hated those. They were just, it was a video game, but there was a playing field board.
Oh, like
screen.
baby Pac-Man.
Baby Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't end up working.
No.
It has to be kind of mechanical.
Yeah, and that was the thing with Pinball 2000 is basically what they were doing was what they did with Space Invaders, where basically it was at a 45-degree angle
Yeah.
and then projected up.
And projected. Yeah.
So basically, it was projected at a 45-degree angle, so all the animation stuff was coming at you from a 45-degree angle, so it was parallax, so it was
Yeah.
left is right and up is down.
Yeah.
So they had to accompany for that too.
Yeah, it's less fun than the actual, because, I mean, when you play a pinball machine, there's a physical aspect to it, right? I mean,
Yeah. And basically, when you hitting shots, there's going to be one of 3 lit. It'll be either elves, dwarves, or man
okay.
will be lit for that particular shot.
And that's what you're aiming for, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends on what your objective is. For example, to get to the special modes, and you got to kill at least 3. You got to get to the gift of the elves for at least 3 of those.
Okay.
Those are basically you got to collect the 3 elf rings. That starts the mode, which is the photo shot, the center ramp,
Okay. That'll open up the
and
photo
whatever of the 6 is selected is what you're going to go for. Is what you're going to get.
Okay.
And it depends. For example, if you're close to, if your objective is to get the 5,000 souls for Return of the King,
Yeah.
you would play the War of the Ents. Because War of the Ents, what happens is you have 30 seconds to make 6 shots to the Orthanc Tower.
Okay.
And what happens is, it's hard to describe, but there's a gate, there's a curved gate,
Yeah.
which creates the Gandalf loop in the center.
Yeah.
That swings down to create an open lane. So, and basically, if you can control the ball, you can backhand, because the paths of the dead are always going to be on the left hand side,
Right.
So it's always going to come to the left flipper.
Okay.
You can backhand from the left flipper up to the Orthanc lane,
Yeah.
But you got 30 seconds to do it 6 times.
And you have to do it 6 times.
6 times within all of these are 30 seconds.
Wow. Where is this game? Is there one in LA?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it that place in Pasadena?
No.
Okay.
There is one in Pasadena. There's one in 82. It's one of Keith Elwin's machines. Keith Elwin, he has won Papa, which is like the World Series.
Yeah.
What the World Series is to baseball, that's what Papa is to pinball.
To pinball.
And he's won it 6 times. That's good.
Does he own a pinball?
Those
place,
are most of the machines at 82.
Yeah. Is that the name of the place?
It's in Little Tokyo Arts District Station.
Oh, it's downtownish or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the east side.
Okay.
And most of those machines, those are Keith Elwin's machines.
That he owns himself. And they actually, if you're ever in Los Angeles and want to play pinball, that's the place to go because Los Angeles is not a great place for pinball. It just has a couple of.
Well, you can look on Pinball LA.
Pinball LA is
actually. I'll tell you off mic. There is a place right here with. I don't want to give away your location.
Sure,
but I would say
it's close by. It's in the valley.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have about 15 machines.
Okay. And do they have Road to Valinor?
No, that's Lord of the Rings. They don't have Lord of the Rings.
They don't have Lord of the Rings. Okay.
But they do have
Yes.
The Hobbit.
Oh.
Smog Edition.
Oh my God. All right. So
yeah, I'm gonna probably hit that up after this.
Yeah. Well, I got another one after this, but yeah, I'll totally. There'll be I'll play pinball.
Okay. So the seven dwarf rings.
Yeah.
Lights the mystery. There's a white target at the top of the left vertical upkick, the
right.
Samwise Gamgee upkick.
Okay.
And you could get that, and it's a mystery. You could get 1,000 souls. You could, if you're close to a mode,
yeah,
or close to one of the books,
yep,
it'll start that mode.
Oh, it'll jump.
So if you got 2 balls locked on the right ramp,
yeah,
and you hit that, it'll start 2 towers probably.
Okay.
Because you only needed the 3rd ball.
Right.
And then the 9 rings of man.
Yep.
That lights Gollum.
Okay.
And now
that makes sense.
So let me explain what stacking is. You can't really stack. Stack means to have one mode running at the same time as another mode.
Oh, so you can
a
work
really
on
good
two things
example
at once?
A really good example is Medieval Madness, which is arguably the best pinball of all time.
Okay.
They got 5 different modes, and if you only are running the one mode, you get a 2-ball multi-ball. If you got two modes running at the same time,
yeah,
you get 3 balls, and you get twice the points. It's double the jackpots.
Yeah.
So that's called stacking the modes.
Right. Awesome.
And unfortunately, you can't quite do that. The only thing you can do like that with is have Gollum running first, and then start one of the 3 books multi-balls.
Okay.
So that you got 4 balls running.
Okay. And then
that's especially important with the 2 towers, because if you got 4 balls in play,
yeah,
you get 4 times the multipliers.
Okay.
But I'll get to that.
Okay.
So that's the 3 different rings. Ring Frenzy is a single ball hurry up. When you collect the 9 rings of men, the 7 rings of dwarves, and 3 rings of elves, and you gotta hit a shot for a jackpot every 10 seconds. And if you don't, it just peters out, and you just go back to regular mode.
Ring Frenzy.
Yep.
And frenzies are multipliers, right? That means that you're getting double points or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're talking the special modes. The special modes are when you collect the 3 rings of elves, and there will be a lit in the center. It'll say mode start.
Yep.
And there are 6 different bulbs above the ring.
Right.
Whatever is lit or flashing, that's what you're selecting when you hit the ball into the center ramp, center spinner. Okay,
There's
There's 6. So there's two special modes for each of the books.
Okay.
For Fellowship of the Ring, there's Escape the Ring Wraiths and Gandalf versus Saruman. For the Two Towers, there's the Warg Battle and the War of the Ents.
Okay.
And for the Return of the King, there's the Attack of Shelob and Kill the Witch King.
Okay.
So they're on the board above the left vertical upkick. There's 6. It kind of looks like Trivial Pursuit. Those 6 segments of a pie.
Yeah.
That's the gifts of the elves. You got to collect every one of those gifts of the elves.
Okay. So you got to hit it at least.
So first of all, you got to complete every book.
Okay.
And of the 3 special modes, you got to complete 3 of those.
Okay. So you before you can
because
even get to the damn
Yeah.
gifts. Okay.
Yeah, because once it's lit, whether it's completed or not,
Yeah.
you got to run through the whole cycle.
Okay. All right.
So usually you got to play at least 2 different multi-balls for each of the 3 books,
Okay.
just to get enough of the special modes through,
Okay.
or at least cycle through, so you could start all over again.
Right. Fair enough. Oh my! How long
Okay,
are you playing?
so-
How long does the game last? As long as it lasts.
If you're good, like the link that I sent with Keith Elwin playing it,
yeah.
41 minutes.
41, almost an hour of playing pinball.
Yeah.
And intensely playing
yeah.
pinball.
And that's killing everything.
Wow.
Yeah, just okay.
That's
so to get the elves for the Escape the Ring Rings, okay, you got to hit the flashing targets before the 30 seconds up. The shots are right VOK, which is the Gimli shot, the inner loop, which is the Gandalf, this left ramp, which is the Legolas, and the right ramp, which is the Aragorn.
Wow.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. All 3
And
of
if you
them.
don't hit all 4 of those in that particular order, it gets lit,
Yep.
and you got to move on.
Wow.
Gandalf versus Saruman, that's basically 4 ramp shots between the 2 different ramps, the Legolas and the Aragorn.
Okay.
And I believe so that's 8 shots total.
Wow. All right.
Warg Battle is the left ramp. And then it's all 7 main shots, except for the Shire. And if the timer expires, the mode ends unsuccessfully. War of the Ents is when you're going for Return of the King multi-ball. Because like I said, what happens is that center loop of Gandalf swings down to create a lane.
Yep.
And you can backhand it from the left flipper straight into Orthanc.
Okay.
And you got to do that
How many
6 times.
Okay. So we'll go back.
Also, the loops. The loops count for getting to Orthanc, too.
Okay. So this is one strategy in the Lord of the Rings pinball machine.
Yes.
And how many strategies are there? I mean, you could just button mash, right? I mean,
Good luck.
right. You play for like 4 minutes, but it's
Well, yeah, that's the thing about pinball. It's like sex. Sometimes it's multiple orgasms. Sometimes it's
just one and done.
Sometimes it's a glory hole with truck stop.
It's all right. Well, too much info, but I appreciate where we're going here.
Okay,
So,
Attack at Shelob
Yep.
is the okay. Oh yeah, this is you got to nail the 3 different shots on the left, which is the left orbit or loop, the left ramp, and the Gandalf center loop. And on the right side, you got to shoot the right ramp, the right loop, and the vertical upkick, the Gimli vertical upkick.
That's
the
the
right hand.
Shelob?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
All right.
you got to get all 6 of those in 30 seconds.
What? It's lit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kill the Witch King
Yep.
is the left ramp, and which is the Legolas, and the right loop, which is Mary.
Okay.
And let's see. I forget how many. I think you got to do 6 of those, 3 of each.
Wow.
But yeah, so of those 6, you got to see to completion. And the way you find out if you completed those modes, those special modes, is you get a gift of the elves.
Okay. So you don't even.
So one of those 6 pie pieces is going to be flashing.
Yeah.
And then you got to hit the left loop, the Pippin left loop
Yep.
to collect.
And then you have to collect it. You not only
Yeah.
have to do it 30 seconds, and then you have to collect the gift.
Yeah.
Because the damn thing's blinking. And you're like, shit, I got it, but now I got to get
And
over there and collect it. And if
Yep.
you don't, you have to do it over again.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Fun times that we had.
That's hilarious.
And yeah, so basically, okay, movie multi-balls. So Fellowship of the Ring is, let me go to the back page.
Okay.
So okay, Pippin is the left loop, Merry the right loop, Samwise the left UK, Aragorn the right ramp, Frodo is the center spinner,
Right.
Gandalf is the center loop, Legolas is the left ramp, Gimli is the right vertical up kick, and then Boromir is 25 bumper shots.
Oh, my God.
One of the things that is nice about draining a ball
Yep.
is if you drain a ball and lose it, you're going to collect one of the 9 members of the Fellowship
An automatic.
automatically,
Okay.
but it's random. So,
Oh,
it's,
so which
of course,
one?
it's never the one that you want. Like Boromir is a big pain in the ass because you got to keep on shooting it
Oh, right.
up into the Gimli lanes, and sometimes it just kind of bounces out. And
Right. So 25 bumpers is hard.
Yeah.
So what, and you just get 3 balls, and then you might get an extra ball, right?
yeah, extra ball. Well, first of all, that's one of the gift of the elves.
Yeah.
Is an extra ball, and that's the Gimli right VUK.
Okay.
I don't know how to attain it otherwise. I know because it's not in the rule sheet here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But occasionally you'll get an extra ball usually as a mystery
Yeah.
when you shoot the left target in the left VUK. From
might be able to get one there?
from collecting the 7 dwarf rings.
Okay.
Okay. So stacking, I already explained. So that's Fellowship of the Ring. The 2 towers is spelling, and it depends on the software, but you guys like the letters keep.
Right.
And a good strategy for doing that is just clipping the flippers between selected and unselected.
Yep.
As well as a lot of people try to forehand it from the left flipper and not making it.
Yeah.
To not make a shot as intended is what's called brick, the brick a shot.
Okay.
So yeah, you usually brick those. What tends to be good is to backhand it from the right flipper.
Okay.
So basically, have it cradled, and then just as it starts to roll from the back side of the flipper, kick it up.
Kick it up, and then that might do something.
Yeah.
But this is all learned skill too, right? I mean, don't expect that you can do any of this stuff the first time you play it.
God,
Obviously.
God no.
I mean, you've been playing
that's
for 30 years, right?
Yeah, as Pat Lawler explains in Special When Lit, which is let me tell the Jim Jeffries story.
Okay. Jim
That-
Jeffries is a
now-
comic, so just so people know.
Okay, and I'm not a joke thief. I put it in the notes.
Right.
But basically, at about
Knowing your heart, Kevin.
he did a podcast, and he mentioned that he was in Las Vegas. He was dating a Playboy bunny at the time, and he'd just gotten there from Australia. He's an Australian comic,
Right.
and he's in Las Vegas, so he wants to go to the Pinball Hall of Fame.
That pinball museum?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I've been there.
Also by Rum Runners, if you're from Wisconsin, nice Scotty bar.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, and the Playboy bunny was like, "Yeah, yay!
I've been
great.
to a pinball
Yeah,
arcade.
yeah."
You
So
nerd.
she was,
Not excited.
humoring him.
Yes.
So
What podcast
he's-
did he tell this
he's, the Nerdist.
Okay.
So he's at the Pinball Hall of Fame, and he's just like, "Oh my God, look at all these machines!" And he's just freaking out, and
Right.
yeah. And there's Tim. There's Tim Arnold. He's the guy. Oh, he's the guy from the documentary, and and there's the Stern, the Indiana Jones at the Crystal
right.
Skull.
Yeah, yeah.
It just came out, and it's not a well revered game.
Right.
But
The Crystal Skull. No.
But there's an 8-ball multi-ball.
Oh, there you
It's
go.
hard to get. It's hard to get.
Yeah.
And he got it.
Oh, wow.
So it goes back to the pretty girl house because
Right.
basically the pretty girls, they're cyber girls or they're poster girls, and then they go to Vegas and do drinks for tips, and that's their gig.
Okay. Wait, so the Playboy bunny?
Yeah,
so
the
you're talking
Playboy
about the bunny
bunnies, yeah.
lady? Okay.
So the pretty girl house. You go back to the pretty girl house.
Is that the name of the house?
That's what he calls it.
Oh, fair enough.
'cause,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
I get it.
anyways, so he gets back, and they were like, "So how was your outing?" He's like,
Yes.
"Great! I got an 8-ball!"
Okay.
So for the next half hour, he's the Dos Keys' most interesting man in the world until one of the pretty girls says, "Hey, you're a guest in our house. You don't say you got an 8-ball and don't share."
Oh, they didn't get it.
Yeah, he thought he had an 8-ball Coke.
Right. It's a cocaine term, you guys. I know
He's like,
about drugs.
No, pinball and
Right.
Yeah.
He is, here's the thing about Jim Jeffries. Mixed reviews from Grammacation over here. Grammacation is like, yeah, he's a good guy, but he's also kind of a dick. So
Yeah.
he's got both things going for him. And, good for you. And I hope it all works out for
If
him.
you like brothels, he's kind of your guy.
He's your guy. He's nobody I'd invite to the house. but
Okay,
but
so-
I know what he's doing on stage.
So
is
back
funny.
to the two
Back to
towers.
Valinor. Sure.
Okay, so Two Towers. The thing that sucks about the Two Towers is you get the multipliers based on how many balls are in play,
Yep.
but you got 3 seconds to make a jackpot. If you don't make a jackpot in 3 seconds, it goes back to 1.
Right.
So usually it'll say jackpot number 1, jackpot number 2, jackpot number 3, jackpot number 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
And it just
didn't
rotate.
if you don't make a jackpot in each 3 seconds,
Yep.
but if you do make it each 3 seconds, it goes from 4 all the way up to 7,
Money? Point wise?
point wise.
Oh, wow.
And it's multiplied by the amount of balls that you have
Okay.
in
so
play at the time.
okay. So if you can do one of these 3-ball or 2-ball, if it's a multi-ball, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, okay, and to win the Two Towers, you got to get the supers at the end. When you get the super jackpots,
Yep.
you get to see Gandalf the White come in on his horse and the troops,
Oh, cool.
and
yeah,
it'll
yeah.
say super jackpot, ha, 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 ha.
Right. And there's
or
Shadowfax
Gimli or whatever.
Yeah. Shadowfax shows up.
And then all 3 of these books. Once you've completed them, you get what are called victory laps.
Okay.
So you basically got Pippa and Mary going, yay, woo!
Okay.
And you get bonus points for that too.
Is that like the victory screen at the end of the?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that lights the gift of the elves, which is the left loop. Return of the King got collect 5,000 souls.
Right.
And this is what I didn't know is by hitting the white targets, there's a couple of white targets. One of which is in the Hobbit, the vertical up kick.
Right.
Samwise Gamgee. Palantir is another. That's also an add a ball. When you got 3 balls running, you hit the Palantir.
Yeah.
To add a 4th ball.
Okay.
Or at least, but the Palantir needs to be lit.
I love the depth of detail. Like seriously, they are on board.
Yeah.
With these books. Yeah. Awesome. Anyway, go.
Okay, so Return of the King, you gotta hit either loop to start either the Pippin or the Gimli to start Return of the King, and that what you gotta do is you gotta hit the right ramp, center loop, vertical up kick, right ramp and right loop,
Okay.
and you gotta do that. You gotta do it at least once,
right,
before you can destroy the ring.
Okay. Right, because you have to destroy the ring.
What you gotta do is you gotta cycle through those 4 shots.
Okay.
And the more times you get through them, and you get obviously the second time it's times 2,
right,
something like that.
Okay.
And to collect that one, you gotta do so you gotta get 4 jackpots for each of those shots.
Oh my!
So to get the gift of the elves, you gotta hit each 4 of those shots 4 times. So we're talking 16 total. Oh,
yeah.
I didn't even tell you how to collect the fellowship.
Right.
That's really hard.
Which to get the 9.
What you have to do is you gotta hit the God, what's the demon thingy?
Oh, Balrog?
Balrog. You gotta hit Balrog 9 times, then hit either of the ramps. So you gotta make 18 shots.
Right.
To get the gift of the elves.
Oh, wait, that just gets you the fellowship.
Yeah.
Does that get now? You have to collect all the people, and then to get the fellowship together, you have to do the Balrog thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and basically what happened is there's like little animatics and you'll see like basically little people
Running.
say like Aragorn crossing or something like that. And the ninth, of course, is Gandalf. And
Right.
You know that you've done it when you hear him say, "You shall not pass."
Right.
Yeah, check the level. Sorry.
Yeah, I might have to edit that part.
But
That's
anyways, yeah, Gandalf is the ninth.
fine. Right.
And that's how you know you've collected the gift of the elves, or at least lit the gift of the elves. So all 3 of those, you have to get the gift of the elves.
Right.
And 3 of the 6 special modes,
Right.
you have to get the gift of the elves.
Right.
That brings you to there and back again, in which you got 60 seconds to do, basically collect the 6 different special modes
Okay.
from earlier.
Oh, to recollect them?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And so basically, once you get that, you get the 7th level, you get the 7th Light of the Elves, and then there's the Gollum multi-ball, which I explained before. You collect the 9 rings of men,
Yep.
and you preferentially you want to have that running before you run any of the 3 book modes.
Okay. Do
That'll-
Gollum
they'll
first?
that'll put 4 balls into play.
Okay.
That's the only time you can stack modes.
Okay.
Really in the game. But if you're just playing that,
Yeah.
it's wise to just keep. Usually, a good strategy is to keep a ball on each flipper,
Okay.
and then just wait for the Golem to time out, because every seconds it switches from Golem to Schmeagol.
Okay.
Golem to Schmeagol every 7 seconds.
And you get double points with Smeagol.
And when it's Schmeagol, you get double the points. You get half the points when it's Golem.
Right. Right. So you got to go, yeah. Stinker and Slinker.
Yeah.
So, it's,
So let's see. And there's cape awards for hitting the right vertical up kick. Super spinners, super pops, super ramps, super loops, and super everything. Based
Right.
on how many times you hit the vertical up kick on the right.
okay.
Valinor awards are given every 3rd, 7th, 12th hit, and every 5th from there onwards.
Okay.
And
So once you hit 12, then it's every
shooting
5 times.
Valinor also relights Palantir if it is unlit.
Ooh.
Palantir is the white Palantir. When lit, the white Palantir target is gives you. It depends.
It's a mist.
If you got a mode running, it'll add a ball.
Okay.
If a mode is in danger of timing out, it adds 10 seconds.
Nice.
If you're trying to destroy the ring, it gives you a 10-second ball saver.
Okay.
And it can give you spot fellowship members, spot keep letters, spot 1 ring of dwarf, elf, or man randomly.
Okay.
Spot 500 souls. Add a ball if there's a mode running.
Okay.
10-second ball saver. Add 30 seconds to double scoring. Add 100K to bonus, and add 3 bonus multipliers.
Interesting that nothing bad happens when the Palantir is a monkey's paw. Because you know what? It's not always good in the
No.
book. It's not always good. But okay. But fair enough. It's always good when you hit it in the game.
Okay, and when you do get a gift of the elves, you got to collect all 6.
Of course.
The gifts are as follows, and the way that for example, if there's a particular gift of the elf that you want desired,
Yeah.
the way you can't choose with the flippers, you have to hit the left mystery target,
And that makes it?
inside the Samwise, and that'll
scroll
change
it.
That'll change it around, or at least if you want the first piece, because basically it'll go clockwise from whatever the first piece was chosen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it'll scroll through.
So, if
you're looking for something
for your
specific.
first gift of the elves,
Yeah.
pick one of these 6. And,
Right.
okay, there's light extra ball, ring multi-ball, which is the 5th multi-ball. So far we've talked about 5 multi-balls.
Yeah, that's
And that's specific just to that mode. That's the only way you can get it. Light special gives you a free game. Mm-hmm. Big points gives you 5 million points instantly. Double scoring for 60 seconds. Mm-hmm. And super ring frenzy is the same as regular ring frenzy, except for the scoring is higher.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the mystery, the mystery is lit at the Shire by collecting 7 dwarf rings. Mystery should will often start moving multi-balls that are close to being qualified. So like I said before, if you got two balls in check,
Yeah.
it'll start the two towers multi-ball.
Okay.
And one of the nice features is if you're playing it tournament-wise,
Yeah.
the machine will remember how many balls were on that.
Okay.
So, like, if you and I are playing,
yeah.
before I play, the machine will drain those balls, but it'll remember those two balls were there.
And we'll put them
when
back.
You're playing there.
It'll bring them in a two-player game.
Yeah. So then when you play and you get the third,
It'll reset.
It'll kick out two more because it'll remember that you had the two from previously.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's always
these are
weird.
the mystery rewards.
Okay.
Start Fellowship, start Two Towers, start Return of the King, spot 1,000 souls,
Nice.
maximum Paths of the Dead. And one of the things I didn't know until recently is hitting those white targets.
Yeah.
Increases the value of the Paths of the Dead.
Oh, the Palantir
So
targets?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So the Palantir, the Spot Ring, and
Okay.
the Mystery.
Got it. Those will do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So add 1,000 to bonus. Medium points is 1,000,000. Light extra ball, which is the right vertical upkick, and add 5 times bonus. Also, spelling the words orc in the lit inlanes increases the bonus multipliers.
Oh, good.
Unfortunately, it doesn't increase the bonus for the game, just on the bonus.
Oh, fair enough.
So destroy the ring. There's 3. This is a 3-stage mode. First, the ball has to return to play, and 4 shots: left ramp, inner loop, right ramp, right loop,
In that order?
are all lit. I don't think they need to be in order, but you do get the same with Return of the King. You do get rewarded if you do them in a certain order.
Okay.
And if you repeat that order.
Right.
So you gotta hit. That's not the worst of it.
Right.
The worst of it is you gotta hit the center ramp.
Yep.
And in the older software, what it did was it held. There's a magnet on the one ring,
Yeah.
and it held the ball on the magnet, and you had to knock it out with the second ball.
Oh, okay.
Just a moment.
Sure.
But with the newer software, it spits out that ball again, and then you got to hit the ring the second time.
Yeah.
But that's really difficult because a lot of times it just doesn't want to go in at second times.
Right.
Because the first time, Gollum is off the cliff, but he's hanging off the cliff,
Right.
off the edge of the cliff. So you got to hit the ball through the one ring, all the way past the magnet into the hole, before
Right.
Gollum falls in the lava pit and the
Right.
ring is destroyed.
All right. But that's how you destroy it.
Yep.
Okay.
And you gotta because we're going to Valinor,
Yep.
you gotta have all 6 of those Gifts of the Elves lit and collected.
Right, because once you've destroyed the ring, you still got to get on the ship.
Yeah.
Right.
No, then you gotta go there and back again.
Well, that was the end of The Hobbit, though.
Yeah.
It's well,
So
I mean,
there and back
scouring
again.
of the Shire.
You got 60 seconds to collect the 6 shots
Okay.
pertaining to the 6 special modes.
Okay. Wow.
And
Have you done this?
no, I've only okay. So here we go. Valinor multi-ball.
Yep.
Here's what the rule sheet says: complete Fellowship of the Ring multi-ball. 8 members plus Balrog achieve super jackpots for the elf gift at minimum.
Okay.
Complete the 2 towers. Survive the assault at the end. So there's 3 different waves. There's ladders, then there's the breach, and then the 4th one is the super jackpots when Gandalf the White comes back on his horse. So you complete the 2 towers multi-ball, achieve super jackpots for an elf gift at minimum.
Right.
Complete Return of the King, all 7 levels. So that's even worse. So you got to hit those 4 shots
Yeah.
7 times.
Oh my God.
Play
Now I see why you haven't
play
been
all
able to.
6 ring modes.
Yep.
Getting Gift of the Elves for at least 3 of them.
Yeah.
Play there and back again. collect all 6 elf gifts
Yep.
and destroy the ring twice.
Twice?
Oh, yeah, you're not going to collect all the elf rings before you destroy the ring the first time.
Okay. So then you have to destroy it again to get the rest of the bonuses. Well,
But the good news is if you got 5 of the 6 elf rings,
yeah.
it'll let you go back to one of the special modes that you weren't able to complete before.
Okay. So if you have 5 of the 6 elf gifts.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Oh, man. This thing, how far have you gotten?
I've destroyed the ring a couple of times, but
that's amazing.
I've never, yeah.
That'll do for, and how long has it been out?
It came out in 2003. It's George Gomez. He's also done, one of the places I put in the links is Internet Pinball Database.
Yeah.
And basically any pinball machine, it'll tell you not only who designed it, but who did the software. George Gomez has done Lord of the Rings, and most recently he's done Avengers and Transformers.
Oh, cool. Are those
Transformers is kind of interesting because you can play as either Autobot or a Decepticon.
Oh, that's awesome. You
And
get
both
to
of them
pick?
have different multi-balls.
Okay. So there's 2 different modes.
But yeah, the Jim
entirely.
Jeffrey story comes up because he says, yeah, when I was at Meltdown, I had my initials on the Transformers machine. Let me tell you the
great.
Pinball Hall of Fame story.
Yeah. Oh, that's why it came up. There you go. It's really cool when you find out that famous people like the same thing that you like.
Yeah, actually, TJ Miller is also, I believe. I saw him once at a stand-up. Basically, he showed up at the Virgil.
Okay.
And he was wearing a T-shirt that said Seattle Pinball Museum.
Oh, wow.
So maybe he's ahead. Too.
I was at the pinball. Well, it was an arcade in Portland, Oregon.
Mission Control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. And,
82 is actually that's their template.
Oh, okay.
Is they designed their barcade after Mission Control.
Right, because it's got a full bar there too.
Yeah.
So does 82 have a full bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got cocktails and beer.
Okay.
As far as I don't think they have
not like a
wine.
restaurant or.
But yeah, it depends on when you go. Sometimes they got DJs.
Okay.
Sometimes it's one of the guys that works there, Danny, will spin records and it'll be like, punk and rock and roll and shit.
Because I'm more.
But if it's on a weekend, it'll probably be some club DJ.
Okay. Because I usually just play video games. I grew up with the uprights, right?
The cool thing is they curate the machines too. So basically, if you go there, it's not going to be the same 30 machines.
Okay.
Either pinball machines or arcade machines.
Okay. What I loved about the Mission Control thing was what good shape they were in for being like 40-year-old machines or 25-year-old machines. So, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. The names of the techs. First of all, Molly.
Yeah.
Is one of the people that runs 82, or at least she works there.
Yep.
She has another place in Echo Park called Pins and Needles.
Okay.
And her machines there are usually from the 70s, 80s solid state machines.
Okay.
But
So there's
if you go to Pinball Map LA,
yes,
it'll show you basically it's pinballmap.com /LA. And basically you can choose by machine or city or location or there's different ways to look for it.
Right.
But the place around here is called AC. It's some Korean barbecue place.
Oh, that also has pinball machines?
Yeah, it's like on Sherman Way around.
I can Google that. That's all good.
Yeah.
It's, that's great. I did an episode of the Dork Forest with this woman who loves, those photo booths. And there's a photoboothmap.com where you can find the photo booth of your dreams in whatever city you are in. So I love the fucking internet. Anyway, so, yeah. Is it, so now have we gone through to how to play that version of the Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Cause I was going to ask you, cause you're from Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. And that is also what we have in common. And, there are many, documentaries you would suggest, right? Not just Tilt, but there's also
Tilt.
the Wizard
the one to get to watch if you can is called Special When Lit.
Special When Lit. That's a great name for a pinball documentary.
I got it right here. It is literally a murderer's row of who's who. Tim Arnold from Pinball Hall of Fame. Steve Epstein, who used to run a Broadway arcade in Times Square.
Okay.
Back when the 40 Deuce was still really sleazy.
Okay.
Pat Lawler, who's done everything from Monopoly's one of his machines. Twilight Zone is probably his most famous machine.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Though the interesting thing about Twilight Zone is it's not only is it a 4 flipper machine.
Yeah.
It's a wide body, and the power ball is ceramic.
Oh, weird. Because it's usually just stainless steel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, a lot of the play field is the only magnet in Lord of the Rings is the one ring.
Yeah.
But their magnets are either divert the ball.
Yeah.
For example, Addams Family has what's called the power.
Okay.
And basically, it turns on a magnet and it just spins the car.
Right. To make it go
make
wacky.
it wacky and out of control. Mm-hmm. But there's also what's called a MagnaSave. Mm-hmm. One of the machine World Series '94.
Okay.
Or no, not World Series. What was it? World Cup.
Oh.
'94 World Cup has what's called a MagnaSave.
Yeah.
Like one of the things that was in the in lane, you could press a third button other than the 2 flippers.
Yeah.
To engage an electromagnet to keep keep the ball on it.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Right.
It had something to do with
it's
like
just something hokey.
Yeah, because basically the shot you're trying to make is the goal shot at the end.
Oh, right.
And there's this goalie that's flapping back and forth.
Okay.
And I think it's to keep it there and then just kind of like
so you can time it.
pick your shot. Pat Lawler, Steve Ritchie, Roger Sharp, who's given basically. His son once wore a T-shirt that said "My dad saved pinball," and it's not quite true, but it basically he was the person that got pinball legal in New York City, and the way he did that was first of all, it had been illegal since Mayor LaGuardia had banned it back in the 30s because it was
weird.
Yeah, because it was like
corrupting
the youth, corrupting youth.
Oh my God! It's the Pool Hall song from Music Man.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. You know, they're all gonna turn into jackasses like in Pinocchio.
Right.
Anyways, he was basically there was 2 different machines, and all the city councilmen were like, and one of this guy was just like crossing his hand. He's just like not having it. He's like, no,
yep.
That one's rigged. You're gonna play that machine. And basically, he did what Babe Ruth did. He's like called his shots.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He's like, see that? I'm going to hit that shot, and when I pull this plunger, it's going to go right down the middle.
It's a skill. It's a skill.
It's a game
that's
of
what
skill,
he
not a game. It's not a Carney game where it's
right.
rigged.
Okay.
So who else? Pat Lawler, Steve Ritchie, Roger Sharp, Silk Sheets Jr., who's a game designer. He does the software for a lot of Stern games.
Okay.
And he's won Papa. I know at least once, maybe twice. His nickname is Silk Sheets.
Okay.
And he was Lime Sheets. Rick Stetta, who's got a really weird body angle. The way you play the machine is called your body English.
Okay.
And he's got he's got this Karate Kid kind of like waiting to do the
eagle or the bird thing.
The bird kick.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how he stands.
Yeah, that's how he plays. He's just like,
Is he doing it on purpose, do you think? Or is it?
He's just
or
a
that's
weird
how
guy.
he's just a weird
Pin
guy.
Geek is in there. I forget his real name. But
well, Kevin Kleinhans, I have this to say. It's been an hour.
Oh, shite.
Right. It's a classic end to almost every Dork Forest. It's like, what do you mean it's an hour? Yes. This has been fascinating. And quite honestly, Rangers, we have talked about one video game, and within that video, just how to play one strategy in a video game.
Pinball machine.
In a pinball machine. Yeah, I kept saying video game. So, this has been fascinating, Kevin. Thank you so much for doing the show. And what's the email if they want to email you?
Well, one of the reasons why I moved out here is I write sketch comedy.
Okay.
So my email is kevwritescomedy.
Kev writes comedy.
Kev is my initials when I make the board.
Okay, KEV.
Yep.
Writescomedy at
At
Gmail.
gmail.com.
Success. Kevin Kleinhans, you guys. Thank you so much. And Rangers, you know the rules out there. Take care of each other.
My hat, my hat, my hat. They're dancing around my hat. My hat, my hat, my hat. Well, what do you think of that? If it looks like a Mexican hat dance and it sounds like a Mexican hat dance, it's most likely a Mexican hat dance. So take off your hat and let's dance.
Yay! Oh my God. Why don't we just call that as the end of the show?